What you think matters most. Do you believe that? Do you believe that with your whole heart, that what you think, what you feel, what you believe about something matters more than anything else? Well, if you don't, you're in trouble, because it absolutely positively does. There's nothing more important to you than what you think, what you decide, what you believe, what you feel, what you ascertain or discern about things. It's entirely up to you. So today, day 1514 of What You Up To Now, for Supersize Your Business, our idiom, our expression was to be kept in the dark, or to be in the dark, or keep someone in the dark. Of course, this is a very old expression. It's been around since at least the late 1600s. And it means to just, be uninformed, to not be aware of something, to not know what you don't know. And how often do we not know what we don't know? I was thinking this morning about everybody gets colds. I believe, obviously, that everybody gets colds, because I've got a cold right now. And I got to thinking, do they though? Does everybody really get colds, or is that just a belief that I've adopted along the way, which means I'm susceptible to getting colds? And so that, it's how our mind works. It works in wonders about things. So I'm going to explore that a little bit today, because I would be perfectly happy to never have another cold in my entire life. That would be awesome. And if there's somebody out there that knows how to make sure that that doesn't happen, I want to learn about that. I want to find out. So to be kept in the dark, and we talked about the different ways that we can be kept in the dark, and how that can not serve us when we're building and growing and supersizing our business. And then the different areas of our business that we want to consider. For example, the amount of information we're going to share, and the different types of information that we share with people in our organization, or customers, or society, or the communities that we operate in. What do we share? What don't we share? There's this push online for oversharing, for sharing everything, for being authentic. But so many people are scripting their authenticity that it's really not authentic at all. So I think there's a lot of schools of thought around that. So how much do we share? What do we share? What information is important? What information isn't important to share with people? I guess it depends on who you are. Who you are is the most important factor in the whole equation, and what you feel comfortable and what you want to share. For example, today, in being kept in the dark, I didn't share very many personal examples from my life, because I'm actually still embarrassed by a lot of the times I've allowed myself to be kept in the dark about things. And they're very personal, super embarrassing stories. And some would argue, well, those are the stories you should share. And maybe they are. And if people want to know, they can ask me. But it's nothing that I feel the need to broadcast that I've been embarrassed. I mean, because we've all been embarrassed on occasions throughout our life, in business, as in our personal relationships, and in, different situations. We all have said and done silly things that we look back and we're like, I can't believe that came out of my mouth. I can't believe I even thought that, much less said it out loud to other human beings, right? But that's how we learn. Our mental well-being daily thing, our daily action for today, for the annual challenge, the BU 365-day challenge, was about our mental well-being core values. What the heck are mental well-being core values? For a long time now, for at least a couple of years, as I'm thinking about my core values, instead of just taking the big lists of hundreds of possible values and core values and then going through them all, I decided a couple of years ago that I was going to say, okay, what are my physical core values? What are, 3 to 5 physical things that are most important to me? Mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution. So that gave me a list of about 30 to 50 core values. And then I could narrow that down and categorize that and come up with, what are my 10 or so core values? If I have more than 10 core values, they're bound to conflict and cause me problems. And some of the exercises I've done looking at my core values in all the different areas and aspects of my life are, do they conflict? Does security and comfort conflict with my desire to make a huge difference in the world? Because I know that requires taking risks. Well, of course it does. So how do I mesh those together and honor both of those things that I value in a way that allows me to still continue to move forward and create what it is that I want in my life and in the world? So things like that. But that's why I like to take and do it by the life framework. Excuse me. Which is why we're doing that as we do our one thing every day that improves us. We're breaking the overall project of ourselves down into itty bitty tiny pieces. And for the first 9 months of the year, we're aligning it with the life framework that I'm currently using. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence are the 2 that I added in 2021. April of 2021, I added communication and confidence because I'm working on those areas in my life. And so if I'm working on them, I like to share the information and the learnings that I have and the aha moments through those 2. To me, those are foundational areas of our life, right? Communication impacts and touches on all the other areas of our life. Confidence as well. If we're not confident, we won't even attempt to achieve the things that we want in our life. So I guess I'm curious, what are your mental core values? Mine are, lifelong learning, be yourself. We can create anything if we believe that we can. We need to think for ourselves. I had like 5 that I shared in the challenge today, but of course I have more than that. But there's always the biggies, and I notice the big ones for me are the ones that are coming up all the time in my life, either just examples to show me that I need to be more of that, or examples of when I'm not behaving in alignment with who I believe I really am, or if I'm not thinking for myself, if I'm not being myself, if I'm not showing up as who I really am, I will feel this mismatch in my, usually in my stomach or my back or my neck. I'll feel like, okay, well, that's not like me. Why would I say or even think that? Or if I catch myself behaving in a way that just doesn't feel right to me, it's usually because there's something else going on, right? Or some other stressor is impacting me. So what do you think? What you think is the only thing that matters. What you think and believe and choose to believe is the only thing that matters. It isn't the only thing that matters in the whole wide world, but it's the most important thing, and the most important thing that matters to you. And whose life matters more than yours to you? Nobody's, right? We can still be good grandmas and good moms and good sisters and good brothers and good siblings and good grandparents and parents if we realize, and I guess only when we realize, that we need to take care of ourselves first. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? If my cup is empty, I have nothing to give to anyone else. So we have to take care of ourselves first, and that's not being selfish. And there's a difference. We know the difference between when we're being selfish and when we're taking care of ourselves. We need to do both, right? To some extent. And it's not selfish to take care of ourselves. It's selfless to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of other people. All right, I am going to take care of myself again today. I laid low yesterday. I'm going to probably lay low again today. Got some new, the kids got me some new cold medicine, so I'm trying it. They're the prettiest little bead things I've ever seen in my life. And so I'm going to see if those don't help me knock this out once and for all. Otherwise, I'm still moving forward, even if I don't feel good, on the things that are important to me, just like you need to do. All right, any questions, anything I can help you with? Like I said, I'm laying low, so I might have some time and energy if you got any questions. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.